Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So, the beautiful beast is still here. Yes, I use this phone a lot. Probably every other day I'm using this phone. I always have a SIM card in here all the time, either my Mint SIM or one of my T-Mobile SIMs. This is the Redmi 5 Plus or the Redmi Note 5. You take your pick. 5.99 inch 1080p display, 1080 by 2160, 12 megapixel on the rear to shoot some 4K, 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 625, and a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside. I don't know if this phone is actually a phone that I can consider to be taken down by other budget phones, because a phone that people are really excited about is the new Mobile G3, and I'm just not that hyped about that phone. After the phone's looks, for day-to-day usage, for $199, I've already posted my review of that phone. I just don't see it as a premium feeling $199 phone. A lot of people consider glass to be premium, but this actually feels like a premium phone. The metal backing, this is already plastic on the top and bottom, obviously, but this phone feels more premium to me. And I'll be the only one that says that probably. Everybody will tell me, "Oh, Jay, you're crazy." The G3 is better. It's over here. I'm doing a little charge on it. People will tell me I'm crazy, but I have both phones here and I use both phones, and in my experience this phone definitely runs a heck of a lot better. But this isn't a comparison of those two phones. This is an update on my Redmi 5 Plus. This is a beautiful phone. The 1080p display is obviously really good. I'm running the Android P launcher on here, kind of a skin if you will. Really enjoying this device, man. I use this phone daily, as I said. And it's just an all-around nice phone. It's well worth the price that you can find it at. Sometimes you can get this really low in cost, and sometimes it's the highest I've seen it because of a color might be like $240 or something like that. But this is pretty much $179 to $199 in price range, and I think it's a phone that you definitely should take note of. Now, one thing about this phone here is the front cameras are absolutely great. I've actually used these front cameras to shoot tons of videos, vlogs on the channel, and you guys didn't even know it. Some of you guys also said, "Man, that footage is fantastic, Jay." And in my mind, I'm thinking, if they only knew that was the Redmi 5 Plus. I think in one video, I think in my Galaxy S9 video, one of those videos, I actually showed you that I was using this for the front, with the front camera. Microphones, everything on this phone for recording is absolutely great. It is absolutely fantastic, and I really can appreciate what Xiaomi is doing here with this phone. Premium build, a big screen, and phones like this compete with the Mate SE and the Honor 7X. This is just what it is. This is competition, and I like competition. I think this phone right here is really good. Now, it doesn't go all the way in with a flawless record. I have been using this phone, and I really enjoy it, but I will say, there are some things that have, gotten on my nerves with this phone, and not very many. But one in particular, the charging, man. This phone needed Type-C. I would have been really super happy if this phone would have come with Type-C. It would have been great. I really would have been a lot happier, because I have to keep that micro USB charger around for phones, some of my phones that don't have it. And this being a phone that I use a lot, I have to charge it with that. However, the flip side of that is I don't charge very often. This phone has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside, and it is great. Coupled with that Snapdragon 625 and this 1080p display, I can't go wrong. That is just a great combination, and I think a lot of people who have this phone know. Now, there's a lot of people that have purchased this phone on my recommendation or just watching my videos without me even recommending it. They say, Jay, I'm so glad that I picked this phone up, and I'm so glad that I saw your video. And I'm like, well, I appreciate the support and everything, but the phone is actually good even without me saying anything about it. If I were to not do a video on this and it was just to hit the surface, I hit the web, and people just start using it, I think you would probably hear other people say it as well. It's really nice. Another thing about this phone is I like that Xiaomi keeps it up to date. Like, literally, they keep this phone up to date. There's always some kind of update coming in, and it's like major updates. It's really nice, man. Right now, I'm on the latest 9.5.4, which is really nice. I'm telling you, they keep it up to date, man. I'm not on Oreo yet, but still, I'm content with that. With not having Oreo on this phone, because sometimes I've learned that sometimes when you rush out with an update, yeah, it's not looking too good. It just doesn't. It'll hurt the phone in some cases. You have to do factory reset. You got to run around. Just a bunch of different things. Now, back on this charger real fast. Even though it's this micro USB charging, it is fast charging. I've already demoed that before. Micro USB 2.0 isn't bad. You know, it's just that it's time for an upgrade. It really is. I like that this phone has the 5 gigahertz band. It doesn't have Wi-Fi AC, but it still has the fast internet. At least it has 5 gigahertz band. There's a lot of phones in this price range that do not have those bands on there. So enough me talking. I'm getting ready to give you some samples and updates from this phone for video, photos, and just, you know, I'll go outside and shoot a couple shots, and you know, we'll see how it does. I really like this phone. Also, another thing about this rear camera, it's a super wide lens on here for the rear camera. There's been times when I wanted to sit at this desk and I had to shoot video of my MacBook or a big laptop, and I chose this phone right here if I wanted to use a phone to do those wide shots, and I didn't have to adjust the tripod very far. So this phone has a great wide angle front and rear for video. To me, I think it's just great. Now, I do have the 4 gig, 64 gig version. There is a 3 gig, 32 gig version, but I definitely recommend you just grab this one. SD card here in this phone too, you can put in there and take up to 128, and I think that's more than enough when you couple it with your 64 gigs onboard storage. So this is a quick updated video on one of my favorite phones, the Redmi 5 Plus or the Redmi Note 5. Premium hardware, premium software in my experience, in my opinion, I should say. And it's just an all-around great phone. I really enjoy this phone. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and enjoy some footage. Take care.